everyone, this is Anna from Koala Soap, and from our last video, the cloud soap, we still have some of this whipped melt and pour soap left over. I left it in this funnel cup and just covered it with saran wrap because I knew I would be using it very shortly. It's a bouncy soap, but it's pretty firm, but it's malleable. So what I'm going to do is, Kaylin's birthday is coming up, and I just got an idea for a birthday cake. And remember, we had those skins left over from, I believe, the black neon soap. So I think I'm going to use it all just on maybe 1 or 2 bars. So when you have the whipped soap, when you whip melt and pour soap base, I honestly, it whips up and it like doubles in size sometimes. It still has a scent from our last soap, so I'm not going to add any scent to it. I'm going to go ahead and melt this down. Now, one thing that you need to know is if you're going to remelt this whipped base, it melts a lot faster. So there's no need for me to cut this up, dig it out, and all of that. I'm just going to go ahead and put it in for about 10 to 15 seconds, and then I'm going to pour it into the pink mold, however much it fills up. It will compress back down because it's melted, and then we will finish our design. Okay, it is melted down and it's very fluffy and airy. I'm not sure if you could see that. So we're going to go ahead and pour it into our mold. See how many it fills up? Just 1. I thought it would fill up more than that, but perfect. Now, because it is so airy, I'm going to squirt it with alcohol. And I'll probably have to do that a couple times because the air is all throughout the soap. And so I'll probably have to spray it a few times. But for the design I'm thinking of, it's not going to matter too much. So this I'll just peel out and I will put it in the trash, whatever's left in the skin there. We'll let this go ahead and get hard, and then we'll continue with the next part of our design. Okay, so we've unmolded the soap. It actually feels like a regular bar of soap. Now on this side, you can see it's a little, I wouldn't really be able to tell that this was whipped before. But I need a flat surface, but just know that this actually, I guess since it's whipped soap, maybe it collapsed a little bit like a souffle did. I don't know. But regardless, it shaped out just fine. It smells wonderful still. And what I did is I took a skewer, because it has a sharp end, and we're just going to make little marks here. Now, if you remember this skin from the black neon soap, this was a skin that was left over that we never got to use. There's not a lot of it. I'm hoping there's enough of it. So we're going to go ahead and melt this down. It shouldn't take too long because it's just skin. I'm going to wait for it to cool down to about 130 or less, and then I'm going to finish the design on this soap. Okay, so the blue's already cooled down a lot. I'm not going to use a pipette because I don't like using pipettes a lot for this kind of thing, and we're just going to, oh, you know what we forgot? Squirt it with alcohol. Alright, let's try it again. I'm going to just try to make it like little streaks. One of the things I was worried about is if I poured it too hot, would it melt the soap? Because it's so airy, and I don't think it's going to. It's in the 120s, so I hope not. This one is still a little warm, and then we're going to let this cool down a little bit. Let's see what this is at. Yeah, this one is still in the 160s, so we're not gonna play with that one right now. This one we'll try to just kind of go back over the tops. I kind of wanted it to look like Drizzle. So you may be wondering, why didn't I do it in this pink mold while it was still in the mold? Because I want there to be drip marks on the side. I want it to look like frosting dripping. We're going to let this cool down, but this is what we made with our scraps from our black neon soap, and the last soap, the cloud soap. So I'm not sure you could see this, but it's actually quite pretty. It smells great. And it was just kind of like Kaylin's birthday's coming up. I said, oh, that'd be kind of cool to make a little birthday soap for her. It's just one, and I can't make it with the birthday scent, which I love, but it has a lot of vanilla in it, which would turn it brown for sure. And I didn't want to get into the whole vanilla stabilizer for just one practice bar of soap that I honestly didn't even know if it was going to work or not. So we'll go ahead and let this dry, and then I will show you what the final product looks. Our soap is done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a knife. I don't want to peel it off of here because I don't want to take a chance of it peeling the side soap off the drippings. So I'm just going to cut it on the sides here. It's not going to be perfect, but and so there it is. It's Kaylin's 16th birthday little cake soap. It smells great, and we got to completely reuse all of our scraps from the last few soaps that we did. I don't know how long this will last because it's mostly a whipped soap that was whipped melt and pour, but we'll find out. I'll let you guys know in the community section. But there you go, and this is Anna from Koala Soap. I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial, and have a great weekend.